Happy New Year! It is officially 2024 and the first day of the year. Hi, hello, and welcome to the Cancer Moon Club. Happy Moon Day. This is your pick a card reading on your 2024 year prediction. For a pick a card reading, all you have to do is pick which pile you are most drawn to. I bought this deck with the Golden Tarot cards for this special occasion, this brand new beginning. And I also put citrine on each of these piles instead of little moons. Citrine is the crystal of prosperity and abundance, and I am wishing all of you a very prosperous and fortunate 2024. If you want a little bit of a closer look, this is pile one. Pile one's piece of citrine. It's like a little bit more like a dagger kind of to me. This one reminds me kind of like an arrowhead or just a triangle, you could say. This one's like a little bit more yellow, but more of like an interesting shape. And this one is very tiny, but it's also very, like, to me, the clearest of all the four. I will put the timestamps for each pile in the description. Now let's dig into what 2024 is going to bring in for you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose this pile with this sliver of citrine, then this reading is for you. Now let's see what 2024 is going to bring in. The first card you got is Strength. In reverse, we have the Eight of Pentacles. In reverse, we have the Ace of Wands upright. And we have the Eight of Wands upright. So, the start of 2024, it seems like it is definitely calling upon your resilience. It is asking you to put in work, and you may put in like a lot of work in the beginning of 2024. I feel like there's something that you're very focused on. There's something that you are very focused on in the start of 2024. Like perhaps there is like a resolution, or there's something that you've just... I'm getting like it's like you're tired of the past. Like you're done with what was, and you're just so hyper focused on what you want to build. Like what are you trying to create? It's almost as if you're overexerting yourself and a little bit of burnout at the start of this year. And it has to do with almost like overdoing it. But I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing. I guess as somebody who also tends to overdo things at times, like there is like a lot of energy, and we don't always get this boost, there is such a drive. Like I feel like a drive, like ambition, and it's almost as if like this vision or this focus or clarity that you have is what is pushing you and giving you extra energy to make this change. I'm hearing like what's done is done. Like no more looking back. Like this is the time. Like I'm ready. Whew. It's very and it's very steady. Like this is very steady. I mean, of course I'd recommend taking breaks and taking the rest that you need, as the more rest that you put in helps you, of course. The more rest that you put in, you actually do get more energy back. But yeah, I do get this this feeling of like obsession, this obsession over mastery, over getting stronger. Some of the people, it could be some kind of fitness or health goal that you have. I really do see like physical health, like physical, like nutrition, taking care of the body, taking care of the, this like our human body, and also your finances. Those are like the two top things I would say that you may be focused on this year, and you are really putting in the work, and you are whatever it is that you are envisioning, like however you envision like your dream body or your dream self, like what you believe your higher self to be, or what you want your future self to be. I really see you like manifesting this. The Ace of Wands, like while we can't always be like we can't always be in balance. When you make change, it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's not always going to be easy, especially when you want to make like a big change that's permanent. And with the Strength being here, that is a major arcana card, which signifies to me a major change, like a major period. And this is like a major theme this 2024. But the Ace of Wands, I really do see you bringing this idea, this vision, this manifestation into reality. Like I almost see like somebody chiseling. Like when I see like the eight of Pentacles, I just see somebody like chiseling at their body, like chiseling at their form, at like the image that they have of themselves. And I would also say this in career and finances as well. Like what does my future self that I want to become, want to step into, what do they look like? What are they doing? Like what kind of career do they have? What kind of money do they have? What kind of finances do they have? And stepping into that role, stepping into that reality. And that is one of those ways that we manifest things that we want, which is saying like, this is who I am, this is who I want to become, and acting in ways that person would act. Like what would me as a millionaire do? What would me as this healthy, full, lively, energetic version of me, like what would they eat? Like how many times a week would they exercise? And I really see you really taking those actions and it really paying off. Like by the end of the year, like you're kind of off to the races. With the Eight of Wands being here, it's just like everything is falling into place. Like all the work that you're putting in is paying off, and it's very fast moving. When it rains, it pours, is what I'm hearing. It comes in faster than you can imagine it, than you thought it would be. Because at first, I will say, like in the beginning of the year, it feels like a slog. It does feel like you are up against resistance. You meet obstacles. There may be difficulties with discipline, but I really see you taking this stand and being like, I say no. I'm saying no to all the things that I don't want to be, and I'm saying yes to all the things that I want to become and want my life to be. And that is very powerful. So your next 3 cards, your oracle cards. Oh, full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Leo, a lot of Leo energy here, and I really like Leo energy. It's like this heart-led path, and Strength is also a card represented by the astrological sign of Leo. So it's like really you stepping into the spotlight. And when I see don't let pride get in your way, this may be part of the obstacles that you might encounter in the beginning of the year. And it's like I was saying, it may be a slog. I said slow and slog in one word. A slog. It may be slow. Like the results don't come fast, right? When we're working out, when we change habits, you don't see everything all at once. And I feel called to talk about wealth building. So wealth building, right? Becoming rich, contrary to popular belief or just this idea, I think people want to believe that somehow we can become overnight successes, or somehow we can become millionaires overnight with like a lottery ticket. But the truth is that the things that are worth it, the things that are like all good things, take time. And it's not to get in our heads when things are slow and we don't see the progress that fast. And I feel like this is like a message for me too. This is like, I definitely resonate with that. That is, it's so true. Like we really do want things to come fast, but becoming something new or having new things that we need to learn how to adapt to takes time. It takes time to learn how to even hold that wealth or those finances so that we don't just run through them. And so same thing with all these like material things. So don't let pride get in your way. Don't allow the slowness of the process to bog you down or to discourage you, because even when we don't see it, we are still making progress no matter how small. So it's about taking it step by step, day by day. Ooh, and then we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So perhaps there is something that you want to make a move on. And I really do see you doing that. I mean, without a doubt, with the Ace of Wands being here, I see you taking the action. Be bold to make the first move. Cardinal. So cardinal signs are the initiators of the zodiac. And it is that active energy. It is that decision. And it's making that decision that is like almost everything, right? Taking the first step is the hardest part. Taking the first step of change and doing something new and uncomfortable is like the most, I mean, obviously there's other important steps, but it is like the most important part, because a lot of people refuse to even make the uncomfortable change, to make that decision in the first place. But that first step is the important part, is the initiator into the change. So I really do see you being courageous, being bold, being vulnerable, and being real with yourself about where you are and where you want to be. Oh, I love this. And the last of the oracle cards, well, of this set, is Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius. Oh, that's so beautiful. That crown's like your reading. Show the world the real you. Yeah, and like this change. Ooh, okay. The message that I'm getting is that there's this feeling that like imposter syndrome of like, who am I to think that I can be this person? Who am I to think that I can make this change, and like no one's gonna understand, like no one's ever done this before in my family. None of my friends knew this about me, that this is like what I want to be and what I want to look like. Like this feeling of even like this, like like your circle, like you're not gonna look like the rest of the people around you after this change that you're making. Like your mindset is different, like your physical form will change, your spending habits may change. It's like, show the world like the real you, like be who you are, be who you want, like allow yourself to be who you want to be. Like you're the only one that's holding yourself back, truly. Like we are the only ones that hold ourselves back from making the change or stepping into a different identity. And it's such a beautiful thing. Like the universe wants you to come out, you know, like it's just such encouragement. And because that's all it wants you to be who you really are, and to shine your unique light. Because the universe doesn't want us to be like everybody else. We're all meant to be like different, and to show each other like different, like what different looks like, to make this like colorful picture of the world, of the all. Right, I'm getting in bed. Okay. And the last set of cards, just some little messages that are left about 2024. What is 2024 going to be like? What would you like to say? Ooh, free spirit. Yes, free yourself, number one. Free yourself from these constraints that we always put on ourselves. Free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. That's a beautiful sentiment. And one more, please. Ooh, an observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. With that, I kind of see the last message is, you can always, even though you're on this course, you can always make a change. You can always change courses if you want to. Whatever change you're making, it's almost like you can never go wrong. Like observe what you like about this process, about this journey, and then if what you don't like, you can change. That nothing is permanent. There's this feeling like, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be kind. Be kind to yourself. Don't be so hard. In this journey, like we may make mistakes, or we may feel like we messed up, but that isn't like the reason to stop. If you ever need to, just take a step back from it all and then kind of look to where you're going. You can always make a change and have fun. The bottom of the deck is celebration. And yes. So every step of the way, celebrate your achievements, every seemingly little milestone that you make in this process, because it's going to be a long process, whatever it is in the long run, right? This life is usually very long. So remember to celebrate, because no one's going to do it for you either. No one's going to celebrate every milestone. So you should celebrate yourself, because what you're doing this year is very monumental, pile number one. And I am really proud of you. That's really amazing. And I'm really excited for you, because you're going where you want to go. And I want that for all of us. So that is it. Thank you for being here and sharing your start of 2024 with me. If the message resonated, Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you at our next meeting. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this pile with this triangular piece of citrine, then this reading is for you. Alright, so 2024. What is it going to be like? Alright, so the first card is a 3 of Cups. So some kind of celebration happening at the start of 2024. Second card, Queen of Wands. Okay. We got the 10 of Pentacles. And the last card is the 6 of Swords, which we will clarify. Just for you, pile number 2. Alright, please clarify the 6 of Swords in this reading. Alright, that was fast. Alright, so we got Justice. Ooh, major change. Okay, so pile number 2, 2024. So yes, as we were saying before, you may be like celebrating or spending a lot of time with your friends and family at the beginning of the year, kind of, really like focusing on your relationships. There may be something to celebrate in the beginning of the year as well. So like from January until March. That's like there may be something to celebrate within that time frame. Maybe like a graduation or a wedding or some kind of promotion. I really see you being like people really being attracted to you this year. Like people are I really do get like a boss kind of energy in this pile. Like there is this, like people want to celebrate you this year. People are very magnetized by your energy and you're being very authentic. I'm hearing the word spearhead, that you are in charge. And a lot of this has to do with your career. A lot of this has to do with you being, the word is self-sufficient. Very like people just are kind of admiring you this year. With like the 10 of Pentacles here, there may be some kind of major windfall of money, and I don't even really mean windfall. It's not like something that came slowly. This is something that you've been working towards. This is something that you've been building that is coming into fruition, that is coming to just, it was like you worked for it and now it's here, and it may have taken time, but it is like all laid out in front of you. It's almost like a room full of treasure. And yes, it is almost like a room full of treasure, but it's like something that you have been like storing your money in. It's almost like you've been storing your treasure into a room, and now it's like, now you can finally look at what you've created, what you've amassed. And I kind of can't get over how much people, like you're gonna be very beautiful to everybody this year. You're gonna be very like, people are gonna like talk about you this year. Like they're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe that pile number 2 like got all these things and they achieved this, and now they have like, they're wealthy, they're like, they're, they got promoted, they're like, they climbed that ladder, or they're like you feel very secure this year. Everything feels very stable and solid, and I see you like taking action on what you need to. Again, I'm hearing like, of course, duh. Like, of course I'm going to do it. And you do. Like you are, I do get this like leader, like I said before, this boss type of energy. And towards like the end of this year, there is something that you are like walking away from. Like there's something that was amongst all of this, like this achievement and accomplishment that you receive, that you finally complete, like with this cycle, like these cycles that you complete, because 10 is like the number of completing a cycle. There is this event, or there is this truth that comes out that you need to walk away from. Like the word phrase I'm hearing, all that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold. And there may be something or someone that you are walking away from towards the end of the year. And this seems to be something that was karmic, or just something that had taken you off balance. And it was a lie. Like it was something that, and you're somebody that is the Queen of Wands. Like, you are somebody that is a truth seeker. You're someone that wants to know, like, what is real. Like, you're not afraid of, like, while you bask in the light, you are not afraid of the darkness. You're not afraid of the shadow. And once you know, once a truth is revealed, once you really see things for how they are, or see a situation for what it is, it's like you cannot unsee it. Like, you're like, I have to go. I have to walk away from this in order to make my life, peaceful, in order to make it authentic, genuine, because you're not somebody that wants to live a life you're not someone to live a life of mirage. So we're like a life of like smoke and mirrors. That's just not fulfilling for you. Like, while some people might like want to live like in delusion, you're not somebody that wants that. You want what's something that you can hold, something sustainable. And that makes sense. As somebody that seems to be like the breadwinner, or just like someone who knows how to, that's like about like the fullness of their life, you are going to get up and make that change, which is an incredible thing and very difficult for some people to do, but not for you. Ooh, yeah. So your first oracle card is conclusions are within reach. So yes. So maybe this is something you already know. Maybe this is something you've known that you need to walk away from. Like, there's like this lingering thing, and you're like, let me give it some time before I actually step away from it. Another thing this card is telling me is that you are obviously going to, from what I said before, achieve many things this year. Whether that is both personal and career-wise, which I guess that's all personal, actually. So maybe within like relationships, like maybe that you wanted to spend more time, you wanted to make more time to spend with your family and friends. Like, you wanted to nurture your relationships. You achieved that. You wanted to get a raise and promotion at your job. You achieved that. You wanted to like do a weightlifting competition and you train for that, and then you do really well in that. There's a lot of things that you are going after and succeeding in, right? And your next card is prosperity lies ahead. That we'll put in the middle, because with the 10 of Pentacles being here, you really are going to, financial gain is written in the cards this year for you. You are gaining definitely in finances and career. Whatever material abundance that you are striving for, you will make big strides in that. And you'll see that more towards the second half of the year. But there is definitely a lot to celebrate at the beginning as well. And then the last card is New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Yeah, this year I really do see you like with your friends and family, because like 3 of Cups here, and as well as 10 of Pentacles talks about family. It talks about 3 of Cups is like friends, and 10 of Pentacles family. So there's a lot to do with your relationships this year. There's a lot of, maybe there may be some misunderstandings, or maybe there may be some things that you need to tie up and complete. That could be like a major theme as well for you, is learning how to communicate boundaries, and learning how to like the example I'm being given is like, if you're very blunt, if you're someone who is very blunt, then you learning how to express an idea in a kinder way, in a more euphemistic, just softer way that doesn't hurt people's feelings. Yeah, 2024, there's so much in here about, working on your relationships, improving them, celebrating with them. And there's so much in here about your finances improving, really building like your legacy, like your savings, your investments, and then also just like walking away with achievements, and then walking away from things that are not serving you anymore. And these are all things that you're walking away from that are not balanced. Things that you realize that you noticed and understand fully that just aren't adding value to your life anymore. All right. And just a few little more messages to close this reading. 2024 for pile number 2. All right. So we got 2. We got blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Blue star. You are very intuitive, pile number 2. It's like you know in your gut when something isn't right and is, and you follow that, which is probably why, one of the reasons why, that it seems like you're going to see so much success. And I really see you like being in the spotlight this year. People admiring you, people coming up to you, asking you, asking you for guidance, or asking you like, how did you do it? And the second card is patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. I do feel that. Like there is this, you may feel some impatience this year. However, that if you are patient, it really is going to, I do get the feeling that you are a patient, that you have the ability to be patient. You are a patient person. Because I kind of see that you are someone who is like hardworking and goal oriented, and there's like, you have a very clear focus, but it is a reminder that some things will take time, and the patience that you have is what is aiding you in achieving everything that you are about to accomplish this year. It will be a really beautiful unfolding in 2024 for you. So that is it. That is your reading. Thank you for being here and sharing the start of your 2024 with me. If this message resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you at our next meeting. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this pile, it's kind of like odd-shaped yellow citrine, then this reading is for you. So the first card is the Two of Wands. Second card is the Knight of Wands. I bet. Is the Six of Pentacles. And then the fourth card is the Seven of Pentacles. All right, pile number 3. I like this energy. It's very steady. I like it. It's so beginning of the year, you are really looking at where you are and where you want to be. And you're coming from a very steady place. Like this is not a chaotic start. It's like someone who is, stable ground. Nothing crazy is going on. And then you're just kind of like looking to the future and you're like, well, here I am. Everything here it's pretty chill for the most part. Where do I want to go? Like, who do I want to be? Like, what do I want to do this year? Like, what's the action I want to take? And I really feel like it's just a very contemplative, reflective energy, and being like, well, it's like not somebody who's like, I'm going to go and like conquer this goal and crush it. Like, it's very like, well, what can I reasonably do? I have this much time in a day. So what can I do with the time that I have? Like, what is actually doable for me to achieve, to actually make a change, to make a real change, a permanent change. And I feel like it's pile number 3. I feel like you're very intelligent and very perceptive. You're not somebody who's going to, like, you don't want to like overdo it. Like you want the process to be sustainable throughout the year. Like the change that you want to make, you want it to be realistic. And I don't mean that sometimes realistic sounds like negative, but it's not. It's just you want to be practical about it. And because you really do want to, whatever changes that you want to make this year, you want them to stick. So you're being very strategic. And so I do see the Knight of Pentacles just like, all right, this is what I want to do. And then you just go and do it. And then you're like, you know what, this may take time. I'm just gonna chip away at it. Like the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, but very determined and very just like, this is what I gotta do. And I'm just gonna do it it's almost like whether or not I really enjoy or I feel comfortable, I'm just gonna move slowly towards that thing and, do what I can to make it happen. And that thing does pay off. I can tell you, like that thing does really pay off. Like this year, I am getting that a lot of it is like very like physical. Like a lot of the things that you're trying to change, it's not like internal things. It's mostly physical. So like you may be wanting to work out or just get better, create, have a better eating. Like be more conscious about eating and spending. Like thinking about like, what do I want to put into my body? Like, what is of value? Like, am I going to spend, money on this like processed, like really super processed food? Or am I going to spend spend time, making my meals every day for the most part. And I do get that, like this budgeting, planning, being very conscious about what you're spending. Like, you're not scrolling through Instagram and then buying like an Instagram ad. Like, you would like you'd have the ability to stop and be like, no, like, I don't actually need that. And so I see you going forward. Like, I see your finances improving, I see your health improving, and it's all so steady. I love it. Like, there's something about it that I really admire. And something that I would definitely like, the kind of mentality that a lot of people can't grasp is this very like step by step. Like, it is a slow process, but it will pay off. And I see you like starting with a goal that you have. Six of Pentacles. You getting out of it as much as you put into it. Whatever you put in, you get out. That is there. And then Seven Pentacles being here, like that 6 to 7 is such a beautiful transition, because it's just that step by step like grind. It's just that patience, understanding, and knowing that, and trust. Like, I feel like such a trust like in the universe in this pot. Like, it's like, you know what, like, I just trust myself, and I just trust that things are going to work out, because I have this plan. Like, it's doable. I've done something that is achievable. It's like that whole like SMART system thing, or that's what I'm hearing is like the that's what is it again? It's like specific, measurable, achievable, and I forgot the other R, the R and the T. Leave that in the description, leave that in the comments below if you remember the whole acronym. But I am getting that as like your mindset, like working towards a goal and making it achievable, making it doable, and then just executing and going and just keep on going. And you really do like make such great progress this year in it. And it's like, it's growing, like whatever it is, like maybe it's like your savings, maybe it's your finance, like maybe it's your investments, like they're growing, and you're like, well, I'm not going to get it right now, and you're okay with that. Like, but I know that it's going to multiply. I know that it's going to gain interest. I know that this is, as long as I build incrementally, then it's gonna be a lot bigger over time. And I'm not worried. Like, I get that like unbothered coolness. Like, it's just like a cool vibe. It's like I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm cool with it going slow. Like, if I go slower, if it's this process, if I just keep chipping away at it, bit by bit, it's going to be sustainable, and it's going to be solid. Like, this foundation that you're building is very solid. Whether it's like physically, like, you're building muscle, you're gaining strength, or financially, where you're building your retirement savings, building your savings, building your investments, or or even like chipping away, if you have any debt, like chipping away at it. Like, it's about this like slow and steady progress of like building like your net worth, like building like your, I guess, like, I'm giving like almost like energetically, like the money bank. I don't know if that makes sense, but you really are putting in the work, and it is going to pay off at the end of towards like the other half of this year. You will really see some big developments in that input that you're doing. And even like at the end of the year, then you're going to be like, well, look at all this, like, for example, look at all this money I have. Like, what am I going to do with it next? Like, should I roll it over somewhere so it could grow bigger? Like, you are really going to be on your way to reaping the rewards of this action that you're taking, this very steady drive. And so we have, for your oracle cards, Blue Moon, believe in the impossible. And I kind of think that's that's like the attitude that the universe wants you to have, is like, and I do believe you have that attitude too. And that's why I feel like you have this kind of sense of coolness. I feel like this like that whole unbothered vibe I'm getting is like, yeah, it's going to work out. Like, I believe it's going to work out. Like, and maybe it seems impossible. Maybe it seems, difficult. Like, say that you do have like loans that you need to pay off, and maybe it seems like a mountain, but you start making the changes in your habits, like in your spending, in your saving, and you start chipping away at it, and it seems like a lot at first, but you're like, this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. I have a budget now. And you changing those habits, like, eventually it's about to be gone. Like, maybe that seemed impossible before, that like the loan or whatever is hovering over you, or you didn't think you could save that much, or that you would be able to retire, say that you're at that range, but you are. Like, it's possible. It's happening. Next card is The answers you need are coming. So, perhaps there's something you're waiting on this year. Full moon in Gemini. Perhaps there's something that you are waiting for, like news that you're waiting to come in. And what I'm getting in this actually is that I'm thinking, like, what's coming to my mind are like books. Like when I hear like the answers you need are coming, it's almost like you meet people, and like you meet people, or you read books, or you listen to podcasts, or there's some kind of video that really changes the way you view money, or view like your view whatever material goal that you have. Like there's answers, like there's information that's coming in that's really going to help you on this journey that you are embarking on. Like there are messages. Like, I'm not sure if you know this, pal number 3, but the universe speaks in so many different ways to us, and sometimes it speaks to us, through people. Like people can be messengers for what we need to know. Like you'll randomly meet strangers, and then they'll talk to you, and you may not even realize that like they gave you like an answer that you've been looking for. I'm also hearing, okay, I feel called to say this now as well. You can speak to the universe, okay? Like you can ask the universe a question, and if you need help, just ask. And maybe it might feel silly, or I'm not sure how you view that. Maybe you do it already, but you can ask like, hey, like please show me, or what I would do. Say starting with gratitude is the best way to ask, is thank you for showing me how I am financially abundant. Thank you for showing me how physically fit and healthy I am. Even if you don't feel like that's true yet, the universe will help give you answers, will show you how, the ways. It will respond. And know that there's that dance that you have. There's a conversation that we always have with the universe and what's going on in our lives. So please try that if you feel, if that resonates or you feel called to, and then please let me know in the comments about what comes up for you, because it is like the universe is very funny, and it all depends about your relationship with it. And things really do happen when you communicate. So if you're looking for answers quickly or quicker than the universe basically just kind of, or you like accumulating information over time, or you randomly getting answers from people, like you can actually directly create that relationship. And then the last card is don't let your past hold you back. So it's like everything that was in the past, not that it doesn't matter, it does matter, but it's like you are not the same. Like there's like this version of you like that you are walking away from in 2024, like that, like those ideas, like those beliefs, that belief system is, you're pushing that, you're moving on from that. Like that chapter is done, and you are being steady about, you're being very determined and consistent and disciplined this year in achieving that future vision that you have, that very clear vision that you have of what you want your life to be. And it's about not letting that hold us back, because that served us, right? Those past versions of ourselves like served us back then, and now we are looking forward to what vision is going to actually serve us better. And we are constantly changing. Every day is a new day, and this year is a new year. And you know that it's just like a different, like this is time, like it's your time to make the changes you want. And I don't see it holding you back. Maybe there may be moments this year that you may feel like, right, old habits, like, old habits die hard, like old habits that try to come through and maybe like self-sabotage, like try to sabotage your plans of making these very important changes that you want to make to enrich your life. But I really don't see you letting that stop you. I kind of see you almost like the energy of Taurus, like the bull. Like you kind of just, once you're on the path, then you are on it, and you won't stop until you get to your goal. And just one more card, or two more, usually, for some messages for 2024 to leave off for pile number 3. Ooh, signs, like you're talking about, like people can be signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. So like I'm hearing like 111, 222, like there are, for some reason, it's been really funny. I've been seeing repeating letters. That has been a new development for me. But signs, like you could actually even see like a billboard and be like, what? That's the answer I was looking for. And so it's like these signs, what signs you get, which could be people, which could be a video popping up on the algorithm, which could be, you know, like a penny or like there's always signs. Like the universe is always trying to communicate with us to help us, really. And so I like how the answers you need are coming in signs. Signs are answers. 2024 for pile number 3. Ugh. This is actually on the bottom of the deck when I pulled signs, and I love how it came out. Yeah, courage. This year is really about that belief, that courage to believe that things can be different. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. And I really do see you having that courage this year. You know, pile number 3, like, you have like a really beautiful energy. Like there's this, it almost feels like a prayer, like the way you're moving through this, right? Like there's that quote that says, your life is a moving prayer. And I really feel like there were really difficult habits, like, and beliefs that you have, that you have, that aren't helping, that aren't serving you. And it may stem from very difficult places, because they usually do. Like the habits that aren't helpful for us, they usually stem from very difficult beginnings. And it's almost like you acknowledge that. You acknowledge that the past, like you're not running away from it. You acknowledge that there's been difficulties and challenges and, you know, hurts. And it's like you're like, I know. Like what I'm hearing is like, I know that those exist and that has happened. But I am going to move forward anyway. And I am going, regardless of what, like the reality like that I have has told me about myself, I don't believe that. Like that's not my belief anymore. Like I am changing and I'm not that person and I'm not those events, or I am not, you know, I'm not any mistakes that I feel I've made. Like I am the person that I am now becoming. And it's very moving. It moves me. Because it's very vulnerable and it's very brave. And what you're doing is like, it's like you accept it all, and you're doing it in, not in the face of it, but in like conjunction with it. You're like, it's like you've made peace with the past, or you're making peace with the past, and you doing that, acknowledging that shadow is helping you walk towards the higher, best version of yourself. Like you are all like encompassed and embodied. So, and on the bottom of the deck is love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. And I really do feel that you are moving with love and intention this year. So that is it. Pile number 3, that is your reading. Thank you for being here and sharing the start of 2024 with me. I'm so grateful. If the message resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you at our next meeting. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. This is your reading. I was just thinking about this this piece of citrine. There's something about it that to me is very like gemmy, like almost like something you would like put on a ring. I guess you can't really see how clear it is. It's, even though it's a very small stone, it's very pretty. Okay, so for our cards, we have the 5 of Swords. Ooh, I like it spicy. We got the Lovers. All right. We have the Hermit. Dang. And then we have the Tower. Wow. All right, pile number 4. So you are the spicy pile in this batch of readings for 2024. There is a lot of, I'm going to say the word drama going on this year. There is a lot of things happening. That's three major arcana cards. So this year is going to be a very major year for you. Pile number 4. Did I say pile number 3? Pile number 4. This is going to be a very major year maybe more dramatic than you've had in a while. And that's not, I mean, I kind of feel like that makes it, I kind of feel that makes it more exciting. I would say instead of dramatic, I will say that this year will be an exciting year of change. However, I'm going to clarify the Tower in this reading. Let's get the elephant out of the room. The Tower. Please clarify the Tower for pile number 4. What does Tower mean? Let's see what the card is. Oh, okay. It is a Page of Pentacles. I like that. So, pile number 4. So there may be some kind of competition that's going on with you in the beginning of the year. This could be in your relationships. This could be just on your path. It seems like people are trying to, I want to say the word is thwart you. Let me just Google the word thwart. It's been a while. I feel like I should read it. Yeah, thwart. Prevent someone from accomplishing something. That is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, there may be some people trying to prevent you from your path. It may feel like there may be obstacles, right? Obstacles, competition. There's just like, I see like just antagonists. There may be certain antagonists in the beginning of this year trying to thwart you from your path. And it's almost like these people are here to clarify that you are on the right path. You may have had some doubts that you were supposed to be where you're going, but it's the energy I'm getting is like these people are here to prove to you that the path you're going down is the right path. Very interesting. And I am feeling like this could go in 2 ways, right? This could be like in a partnership. This could be more like people trying to, it almost feels like a relationship where people are trying to tear you guys apart, or there's like certain situations that may feel like there's forgiveness that needs to be involved, or like there may be some kind of like conflict that goes on in like certain relationships, maybe in a partnership. And this could be what leads you to be spending time more alone towards the later half of this year. And however, if you are in a partnership, I'm not necessarily saying that this is going to be like the end of a relationship, but this may be more of the starting point of putting yourself more at the forefront, like this feeling of like maybe like not stepping away from it, but more so focusing more on what lights you up, for focusing more on yourself and like your self-care, and that needing to, spend more time alone, spend more time doing the things that you actually love. And maybe you haven't done that in quite a long time, like reflecting on that, like what really lights up that spark. The hermit here, like he has like the lantern, like the star, like guiding him. Like there is this need to go deep within to see like what do I really want, like what really brightens me up. And so stepping away from the example of like a relationship, this could be like a choice that you've made, like maybe the path, like maybe you need to reevaluate the path. And that's why I kept hearing like these people or these situations are here causing like all this kind of chaos down your path, down your life path, because it's forcing you to reevaluate, like, where am I going? Like, where do I want to go? Like you have to course correct. Like these little annoyances are here to shift you to course correct, to really focus on like why are these difficulties here? Like, and the difficulties make what brings you peace on the opposite end, right? Like now that you see what's hard, like what are the things in my life that are easy? What are the things in my life that there doesn't seem to be any obstacles? Like it's just like the path is clear. And I really do see you making a very dramatic change like this year, towards the end of the year, like with the tower here, right? It's a very it gives me spiritual awakening vibes, but it's like you gain a deeper understanding of yourself. You gain a deeper understanding of like who you are, your relationships, who you want to be, like what kind of people you want to surround yourself with, and really making like an investment in yourself. Like there's just some kind of event towards the end of the year that could really dramatically change. It could completely, either you or an event could really just really force you to make a structural foundational change, like that really, like your reality from 2024 like will look completely different from in 2025. Like there is a choice that you're making. There is this news, if it's news, some kind of event that is going to completely change your perspective, then you are going to go and rebuild. I see you, like whatever this event is, whatever difficulty that arises, with that tower energy, that forcefulness, I see you coming out fine. I see you coming out of it with more of a purpose, with more of an understanding of why things had to happen, or why things happen the way they do. And this is an investment. I really do see like a strong investment in yourself in 2024. This year, you are really that's self-love, self-care, resting, focusing in on the things that aren't working, and then looking at the opposite of the things that are working. Like, you're doing some heavy reevaluating this year, and there's just major changes. There's just some major changes going on this year that are going to set you into your divine path. They're going to really like reinforce like where you're meant to go. Like, maybe we haven't been on the path, or maybe we haven't been going where we really want to go deep down. Like this, like that, like the Lovers to me is like such a card of like that authentic, like deep down, what makes me fall in love, like what lights my like heart on fire. And maybe it hasn't been that clear for a while, or maybe we haven't been completely truthful to ourselves. And I really see like you diving deep, and then you diving deep, changing the foundation completely. Just that changes the game. Like that, like self-love, that self-care, that investment into your physical health, your mental health, your financial health, like you like looking at the whole encompassing picture. It changes everything this year. 2024. So, your oracle card. It's time to release negativity. And that could be part of it too. Maybe what we've been focusing on for a while are like it's not working, or things from the past that maybe have been actually adding to the noise that's going on in our lives, right? Like the more we focus, like where our attention goes, energy flows. And so maybe we have been thinking a lot about things that aren't working, right? Maybe been thinking about, but like perpetuating that, like every day, like today's like not going to be good, or or that person has a problem, is going to have a problem with me, or like we keep having like negative thoughts, like we actually perpetuate more of that. So it's time to release that. Like, so like this year you are releasing like that negativity, that mindset, that behavior, or just that like the habit of doing it. Because sometimes it could just be a habit. Like for me, being from the Northeast in America, like the East Coast has a reputation for being very like kind of negative. Like it's cool to be negative. And so maybe now you're releasing that because you realize that it's like not that cool to be like so negative all the time. Like, no, life is good and it's okay, but it is time to release it. And you are definitely doing that this year. You are being shown the way, and you are really. I see a lot of reflection, and make no mistake, there are a lot of beautiful moments that are happening. I feel like there's a lot of emotion in this year. There's a lot of like, some people don't like the ups and downs, right? Some people don't. I'm somebody that I can appreciate it, and I feel like you are going to appreciate this year for being like a really pivotal year for you. Like a very pivotal moment is coming. I kind of love like how the sun in this card is like shining, like it's like glowing in the light. And I do feel like I said, this year, whatever it is that happens, you're going to be fine. It's going to all work out, and it's going to bring such positivity. Like this whole process, it's going to bring the best years of your life, like this year. And the second oracle card is meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And both these cards too, like Scorpio and Pisces, are both water signs. So it's going to be like it's going to be filled with emotion. It's going to be filled with like joy and some, downs, and maybe some sadness. It's like what colors like the life, emotions color our experiences. And this will be it'll just be such a colorful year. It's giving me transformation energy. All right. And we are going to pull some last messages for 2024 for you. All right. We have, transcendence. Yes, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Like, you are diving deep into your spirituality this year. You're diving deep into your spirit. And I see, I was just thinking about the full moon in Scorpio, right? Like just transformation. Scorpio is a sign of death, rebirth, and transformation. Like there's you're not going to be the same after this year. Like it's just going to be, there's so much that's happening for you. Pile number 4. It's and it's going to be beautiful. Why do these so many? All right, it's so many, but we'll take them. We got magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. And that gives me all the feels of the self-care that's going to happen this year. And we have advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Which I'd like to put above the Lovers, because you are making, like, whatever this feels like you are making a lot of progress like in the way that is going to be for your greatest and highest good. Like, and maybe it's like you may not be able to see it now, but it's going to be like you're going to feel so much more like yourself. You're going to feel better than ever. Like, it's going to, like, this whole process is just, I feel the butterfly. It's like that caterpillar, like the caterpillar butterfly is the image I'm getting. And then the last one is release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. And that is where you're heading. Pile number 4, you're heading towards like the true, like your true authentic spirit is calling you. It has been calling you. And there's like this feeling where it's like, I think that it may have been calling you for a while, but you know how you don't want it like into the door because you're just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't, that's what I'm here. It's like such a clear thing. And I understand, I get it. It's like, I don't want to do all this, like, this process is hard. But this process is a difficult process. Like transforming, changing, like drastically, like you really shifting, like you are shifting, like I can't really get over, like, you think that, like, whoever you are in this moment watching this, in a year, you're gonna look back and be like, wow, I don't even remember, like, I can't believe, like, that was me a year ago. Like, that is incredible. and whether it is, and it's not, and I totally sympathize that these things, like these processes, like it's not going to be easy, but it definitely will be worth it for you. It'll be worth it in the end. Really excited for you. Pile number 4. That is it. Thank you for being here with me and sharing your start of 2024. If the message resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you at our next meeting. Bye, and happy 2024.